Previously on Chicken Police.
It was the kind of place that makes you drunk, even if you've never had a sip. A dangerous place for someone like me. No matter how alien I felt, it was strangely like coming home. Welcome to the Tsar.
My room's upstairs. Meet me there in 20 minutes. Come alone, Sonny. You'd be too conspicuous otherwise.
I knew she was trouble the first time I saw her. She wore danger like a perfume. It was simply part of her being, and it attracted me, like light attracts the moth people. I wanted to be the microphone as she whispers her melodies, or the pillow she rests her feet on while reading some cheap romance. I wanted to be her nightdress, barely touching, barely covering her marble skin. But
Weird kink, but okay.
and a lifetime wouldn't be enough to rid myself of what a woman like her hides under her makeup.
Whiskers.
Distance, Sonny. Just keep your distance. This woman's aware of her charm, and she knows how to use it. A rare and dangerous combination. Gee, that is a, unique picture. And kind of daring. I admit I've never seen anything quite like it before.
I have.
Yes, I admit it's a little daring. I keep it. It evokes good memories. A precious old friend of mine. A most wonderful artist.
He's got an eye, that's for sure, considering his model.
Was that supposed to be some kind of compliment?
I don't know.
No, it was an insult.
Compliment often, not on purpose anyway.
Oh, you're funny.
No, I'm Sonny. And an S.
I bet you spend a lot of your time staring into the mirror. Do you even recognize yourself?
Maybe you were trying to be rude, but, you know, that's a very good question.
I was just trying to be rude.
Oh, really? Well, then I'm sorry.
You should be.
Don't
I don't trust you. What if the chandelier fell on you?
Place here, Natasha. A peaceful little island on the ocean of madness, with very classy furniture.
Ibn likes me surrounded by elegant things, you know?
You're
Why am I here?
thing yourself, sweetheart.
Oh, that's charming. Thank you, detective.
It wasn't a compliment. I don't compliment often.
How do you like your bourbon, Mr. Featherland?
I don't drink.
Yes. But thanks, I had a couple before I came. I feel like this may be a long night.
I hope it doesn't bother you if I have one myself.
I get offended if women don't drink in my company.
Oh, you are a funny guy.
So I've been told. Anyway, lovely room.
Yes. Look, Mr. Featherland.
It's
That's my name.
Sonny. Say
That's
it
also my
one
name.
time.
Okay, Sonny.
So, why am I here?
You know, men tend to babble in my presence.
It must be exhausting.
It is. But you're not the type to beat around the bush.
Is it?
I just did it with Eben.
Tell you it's an occupational hazard.
Terribly.
So can I start the unpleasant questions?
I've asked you here so you can do what you do best.
Really? I thought you asked because you wanted me to investigate for you. But if you'd rather be drinking...
No, you can change, Sonny.
Humor.
Now throw her out that room window. Come on, she'll land on your legs.
Over. That's usually quite common.
Oh, please drop the act about being the alcoholic, heartbroken ex-cop, Sonny. It would undoubtedly suit you, but I've seen you scanning my room. From the second you set foot in here, you started working, and everything I say gets sorted in your brain.
How many ways can I kill you?
That's a bit of an exaggeration, but yeah, it's something like that.
Well then, Sonny, come at me.
I see 3 just from that clock alone.
With pleasure. Natasha is a confident woman. I can exploit that. But I must be careful. Every part of her oozes danger.
Danger. Remarkable performance.
That was a remarkable performance.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Do you perform here frequently? You're also the owner, if I'm not mistaken.
Sadly, I don't have the time, but the stage still calls my name, and I perform just a few times a year, and always with a new song.
So that was all the excitement.
I have many admirers, if that's what you mean.
It's not. Do the second one. Or, yeah, top one. That's what I meant. She's confident, yet mysterious.
The picture on the wall is...
We already
quite
talked about that.
daring.
Only if you knew how old I was at the time.
I think I'm on a slippery slope here.
Come on, don't be shy. Ask me.
All right. How old were you?
52.
Did you really believe I'd tell you?
You're quite a...
We want this case solved.
Life is anything but a game, detective.
You're right in window throwing range. What do you think about Wessler?
What can you tell me about Ibn Wessler?
You should be more specific. What do you want to know?
Fuck you, bitch. What do you know about his business?
About Ibn's business dealings.
More than most wives do. About as much as lovers would, but not that much. I see what I see, but I choose not to pay attention.
Maybe that's smart of you, maybe it's the opposite. In any case, you get the Clawville tone.
What do you mean?
Well, I've worked in a lot of cities and a lot of countries, ma'am. But the art of beating around the bush is masterful here. And you're a true artist.
I take that as a compliment, Mr. Featherland.
It was meant to be one, Miss Katsenko.
Don't you see the correlation?
Correlation between your partner's activity and the threats?
That's a disappointing cop-like question.
I am a cop.
Yes,
The
but
best cop there is.
you're
for
too
now.
rough on the outside and too vulnerable on the inside for a regular cop.
Am I that transparent?
A little
No,
bit.
you're not.
My eyesight's better than most.
Seriously, Natasha, don't you worry about the possibility of a connection?
Of course I worry about it. I'm not stupid. Those who are clever learn to fear. I learned at a young age, before I even had the chance to live.
Gee, well, thank you for your honesty.
She's lying.
Deep behind the diamond skin lies the truth. It doesn't matter how hard Natasha's trying to hide it. She's scared. Now I must concentrate to finally find out what I want to know.
What do I want to know? Ah, I only have one option.
What
Great.
was in those threats, exactly?
The message itself is not a threat. It's just a word.
But a word again and again is threatening.
Exactly.
So,
You really don't have any idea which word could be used for a woman like me?
Was
I
it
guess
Bimbo?
I do. Yes, I think I know what it could be.
Whore.
Oh,
Cat got your tongue? Am I right? You heard it. I said what you were
I wasn't even
and
on
yes,
like
that was
the
in
first
message.
5.
That
I'm sure you
was
get called
written on
worse.
the paper and painted on my wall in giant red letters.
Well, thank you for your honesty.
Dangerous relationship between you?
Could the threats have anything to do with the dangerous relationship between you?
You mean I'm a cat and he's a rat?
Every
No.
interracial relationship has risk, but yes, this one's more conspicuous than most.
I was
Clawville's a very open.
I was
and
more
free
talking
haven.
about the fact that he
I guess you see more
probably
of
sleeps with a
my
gun
transgressions than I do.
and 15 bodyguards.
One of the most common causes in homicidal and predatory cases, ma'am. So, yes.
Well, I don't know about that. Nobody ever questioned our relationship openly. We are what we are. And you know, if you're interested in my personal feelings, danger fills our relationship with a flavor no other can replace.
It must be one interesting.
Says he likes the
relationship,
danger.
that's for
Got it.
sure. I'm not sure I can feel the same, but I can certainly understand it.
Maybe one day you'll experience it, Sonny. Have you ever
Nope.
been with a predator before?
Well,
I'm not answering that.
that's unsteady ground, Natasha. Let's turn the questioning around if you don't mind.
As you wish, Sonny.
How many fools like me have you used up, Natasha?
In all my life? Well,
I just forget it. I don't want to know.
15.
Curiosity killed the cat. No
Oh,
pun
God.
intended.
That's the mic.
I'm just joking. You're not a fool, Sonny. I know that was supposed to be a kind of insult, but it usually rolls right off me. I can't take cockadoodling, so you
What did
can
you call me?
put aside the strutting stuff while you're talking to me.
Fair point. Broadcast received, ma'am. Natasha is a mysterious woman, but I must gouge out at least one of her secrets. Enough games. It's time to know why I'm here.
God damn it. I am doing terrible.
Let's stop beating about the bush. How do you know Molly?
I'm prepared for that question, but it's still not easy.
You knew very well that if you threw in the name of my wife, I'd come to you no matter how vague and suspicious the case was. I just want to know if you're simply a manipulator or you're really that desperate.
I really know her. I'm not lying.
Oh, really? How? Were you a nurse too? Forgive me, but I don't think so.
Don't be rude and so cynical, Sonny.
I'm sorry, but that's me when feline claws are at my throat.
Molly is an old and good friend of mine. She has nothing to do with this, but I knew that if I didn't mention it to you, you wouldn't have come.
Yeah, Natasha, you're right there.
I knew you were a decent fowl, that you would help me. That's what you're famous for.
Don't go there. Flattery doesn't work.
Look,
Kinda does.
forgive me. I shouldn't have brought your wife into this.
You're
Technically,
right,
she's
you
not her
shouldn't
wife.
have. But to be honest, I don't think she's my wife anymore. On paper she is, but I haven't seen her in years.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Really?
You can win her back, Sonny.
I did. I knew. I checked you out before I sent Deborah.
Cluck me. This case is getting more and more intriguing.
You played me from the start, didn't you?
Played me from the start, didn't you?
It wasn't my intention.
I'm an old cock, Natasha. I've played too many of these games, and I've been on the losing side often enough.
So, you're going to walk away?
You're damn right. I don't know if it's worth it for me.
Look, Sonny, money's not an issue.
Oh yeah, your fawn had already mentioned that. But unfortunately, it'll be hard to spend all that dough when I'm dead.
Dead? Don't even say that.
Do you have a gun?
Me?
Of course you, Natasha. Do you have it on you?
I have
Not
mine
at
on
the
me.
moment.
Well, let me give you some advice. Keep it with you, always. Maybe in your purse.
You don't think they, whoever they are, would hurt me?
Of
course they would.
Naive, Natasha.
They threw a brick through your wall.
I'll
Window.
keep it with me.
I don't want to scare you, but 2 cops snooping around can mess something like this up, even if it's just 2 roosters.
You'll keep snooping? Thank you, Sonny.
I will.
Maybe you're getting yourself into even deeper trouble with me. Thank me when this is all over.
rusted. Oh, rusted. Threat, or rather, the threatening word in the message sent to Natasha is simply whore. It's brief, but says a lot regarding it.
Just one more.
Wait, I could have retried?
Natasha,
Please come to 37 Rochester Street in Flower Town tonight. I'd like to show you something that could be of a great help in your investigation.
Flower
afraid
Town.
this was coming. Why there? Why not here and now?
It's something I keep hidden there. I won't take the risk of Ibn or one of his men seeing it.
Isn't Ibn too dangerous to keep secrets from?
Sonny, a woman is naked without her secrets.
Hasn't he seen you naked?
Would understand.
Oh yeah, I understand everything. So, when do we meet? The night is almost over.
I'll be there in an hour. Don't be early, and don't be too late.
Gonna bring Marty?
Natasha, you know,
Please, this is very important to me.
sure, I get it. I'll be there.
Thank you.
Until later, Natasha.
Goodbye, Sonny.
Calling Booze darling, it's kind of weird, don't you think?
Says someone who calls his gun collection his harem.
Touche.
Thought it was pronounced harem.
Good birdie.
Well,
Weren't you supposed to be waiting in the car?
I was bored to tears, Sonny. I also thought maybe something happened to you.
You thought Natasha had eaten me alive, huh?
Well,
Probably.
Who knows? You're such a fragile little thing.
I am pretty fragile.
Marty.
I couldn't do without you, Marty.
Dangerous predators to me.
I didn't mean that, Marty. I meant you.
Oh.
The reason I've decided all of this is not worth it for me.
Wow, that sounds encouraging.
Take care of yourselves, guys. This case, maybe it goes deeper than you'd think.
It was Fillmore.
Well, that makes my feathers stand on end.
Ah, old croakers. You're safe while I'm here.
I am my hero.
Okay, I didn't say anything.
The truth is, Ibn's a dirty bastard, but he's likable. It must be his charisma that snared Natasha.
Maybe there's more to it than simple wild love.
Who knows? Animals commit the dirtiest of deeds for wild love.
You've got a point.
Tell me about the Chiasa.
Beautiful girl. Either I'm gonna kill her or I'm beginning to like her.
That's funny. I swear I've heard that before.
To be honest, me too.
I think they're talking about each other.
So, Natasha invited us to her weekend.
Damn it, Sonny, we're not supposed to be telling everybody.
Good news or very bad news?
50%. That's not that bad, is it?
That's an admirable attitude.
Attitude.
That's why I keep him around.
Got that. Most of the time, I think that's all.
He's the optimist in the group.
Hey,
Who is this woman anyway? She's like Ibn's shadow. Nobody knows anything about her.
I don't know if she has anything to do with the case, but it's worth keeping an eye on her anyway.
More women, more trouble.
You already fantasizing?
Even the sight of young women make me tired. Anyway, most people say she's the rat's lover too. But next to Natasha, I doubt he'd want her. Anyway, the pussycat would have already torn her to shreds.
Could be.
Oh, nope. Wanna leave. Leave. How the fuck do I leave? What did he give me? Oh, piece of paper.
We stepped into it, didn't we? Of all that's furry, what kind of a list is this?
Exactly. I have no idea, but I don't even want to find out.
those names. All top dogs. Maybe they play cards together.
Sure,
Maybe.
That's very likely. Anyway, I pried this list out of a dead man's hand. Somebody dropped him outside the forest, a few miles from the Wessler residence.
I
Ooh.
should have known she was keeping secrets.
keeping secrets. She's the secret herself.
Thanks, Filmar. This could be important.
Don't thank me.
Could it?
Maybe I've just signed your death warrant.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Ah,
You're
shut
welcome.
up, Marty.
Time to go. House sitting?